and welcome back to another round of Book Wizards. I'm super excited to see you again. We've got a great book for you today. This session we are reading the first book in the Notebook of Doom series. And this first book is called Rise of the Balloon Goons. We're gearing up to head into October, so maybe we'll see a little bit of spookiness in our Notebook of Doom. I'm super excited. Let's get started. Chapter 1, Stormont. Once there was a pile of bones. Actually, the bones weren't in a pile. They made up a small skeleton, which was filled with squishy guts. On top of that skeleton sat a huge skull with deep eye sockets. These eye sockets held a pair of googly eyes. The whole thing would have been really gross, except that it was covered in a layer of skin and had a mop of curly hair on top. This mop-haired, bug-eyed, gut-filled bag of bones was named Alexander Bop, and he was scared to death. Alexander was scared of, number 1, spending his first night in a new house, number 2, going to a new school in a new town, and number 3, having to make new friends. Alexander rolled over on his air mattress and looked out the window. The moon lit up a row of rooftops, behind which stood a water tower that said, Stormont, Alexander's new home. Chapter 2, Fright and Early. Alexander's dad drove slowly down Main Street. I'll look on this side, and you look on that side. This town must have a breakfast place. Alexander looked out his window. They passed a park, a bank, a comic book shop, and then someone dancing like crazy on the sidewalk. Wait, it wasn't a person. It was one of those bendy balloon guys that businesses put out to attract customers. And it was yellow, and it was wiggling beside a sign that said, Now serving breakfast. Hey, Dad, Alexander said. Here's a place. They parked next to the dancing balloon guy. Shack! Whoa! Alexander jumped in his seat. The balloon guy had flopped right onto the windshield. It snapped back up and continued to dance. Alexander's dad shook his head. You're jumpy today, Al. It's just a bag of air. I know, Alexander said, uncovering his eyes. In fact, his dad said, we should be happy to see this goony balloony. Otherwise, we might have missed this diner. He made a dopey face and wiggled his fingers at the balloon. Thanks, Balloon Goon. Alexander smiled. Then he walked the long way around the balloon and into the diner. Chapter 3, Map Out of It. The door chimed as Alexander and his dad left the diner. Were those great pancakes or what? His dad asked. Alexander didn't answer. He was studying his paper placemat, a map of Stormont, laid out like a maze. Hey, neat, said his dad. Maybe we could take extras to hand out at your party. Alexander poked his nose over the map. Party? Sure, said his dad. Your birthday party. But, Dad, Alexander grumbled, I don't want a party. I don't even have a real birthday this year. But that's the best part about a leap year birthday, Al, said his dad. February 29th only comes around once every 4 years. So we get to choose your birthday this year. And I choose tomorrow. Alexander frowned. Besides, his dad continued, I already made the party invitations. He stuffed a stack of envelopes into Alexander's backpack. Pass them out to your new classmates today. Alexander followed his dad toward their car. Way down the street he could make out a wiggly shape in front of a bank. Another dancing balloon guy. This one was purple. "Hey," said Alexander, "there's another—" He looked around. "Wait, where's our balloon goon? It was right here when we parked." Said his dad. He was fishing around for his keys. "I don't know. Maybe someone moved it." He unlocked the car. "Hop in, Al." Alexander tried to yank open his door, but then, crunch! It scraped against the curb. "Huh?" he said. The car was lower to the ground than before. "Dad, this tire's flat." "No problemo," said his dad. "We'll just pop on the spare." Wait a minute. This tire's flat too." He rubbed his chin. Alexander took a step back. Dad, all 4 tires are flat." "That's strange," said his dad. "Maybe there's glass on the road." Alexander looked across the street. 2 more cars with flat tires. "Something weird is going on here," he thought. His dad stood up and brushed off his pants. "Sorry, Al, I have to call a tow truck. Do you think you could walk to school?" Alexander's eyes widened. "By myself?" "Sure, kiddo," his dad smiled. "Here, pass me that placemat maze." His dad spread out the placemat on the hood of the car and pulled a pen from his pocket. "See, we're here," he said, circling the diner, "and your new school is right here." He drew a path through the maze. "You head down Main Street and, dead end. Turn left, and then north, and then—" "Oh, we got stuck at the glue factory. Wait. Okay, so you loop back. Oh, wow, this town has 3 graveyards. And then you go past that bakery, and bingo, you're at school." Alexander gulped. "My first day in a new town," he thought, "and I'm walking myself to school. Now go make friends. Then tomorrow we'll have a birthday blowout. High five!" Alexander gave his father a medium 5. Then he followed his placemat maze down Main Street. Chapter 4. 1-2 Punch. Alexander soon found himself at Sturmont Elementary. There was no one else around. "I must be late," he thought. He headed toward the door, but then froze. 2 balloon goons were wobbling there, 1 blue and 1 green. Alexander took a big, deep breath. As he stepped between the balloons, he saw words printed on them. The blue balloon said, "Pardon," and the green one said, "Our dust." Alexander looked down, but didn't see any dust. There was a tug on his backpack. He looked over his shoulder and saw a flappy blue arm tangled in the straps. Alexander untwisted the wiggling arm and turned to see the big balloon goon's big, ugly face. "Whoa!" Alexander shouted. The balloon's nose pressed right up against Alexander's. Then, whoop! Alexander was clobbered on the head from behind. It felt like he'd been socked by a boxing glove. He spun around just in time to be hit in the face. Whoop! Alexander stumbled and fell backward. Both balloons leaned over Alexander, grinning. Their long, wobbly arms swooped in and grabbed at his jacket. Alexander tried to kick them away, but the green one wrapped its arm around his ankle. Alexander's shoe came off as he tried to wriggle free. Kersash! The loud crashing sound came from inside the school. The balloon goons instantly let go of Alexander, and they snapped upright. Alexander scrambled to his feet and ran into the school. His heart was pounding as he yanked the door shut behind him. Whoa, so there are some pretty weird, pretty creepy things going on in the town of Sturmont. We'll have to join Alexander next week, as I'm sure he will uncover further disturbing things about the Balloon Goons. Okay, now for your activity this week, Alexander got to school because he followed a map of the town. And if you take a look at the book, it's a pretty extensive map. It's got the school, the hospital, the graveyards, the roller rink, the diner, all sorts of places around the town. For your activity this week, I want you to draw a map. Make sure you have all the important places on your map. You should have your house on your map. You should have maybe your school on your map, maybe your grocery store, any really important places that you go to a lot in your town. I can't wait to see it. Hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time for a new chapter in Book Wizards. Bye-bye.